Best Western made booking our family beach vacation a breeze, and it felt a little like... Time to go. Okay, kids, back in the room.
You gotta come on, guys. This has to be like...
Good night. Life's a trip. Make the most of it at Best Western.
Hi, everybody. Today, my mommy is going to talk about John Tyler.
Thank you, Noah, for introducing John Tyler, the 10th President of the United States. John Tyler served as William Henry Harrison's vice president, but Harrison passed away just 1 month after becoming president. Harrison was the first president to pass away in office, leading to some confusion. According to the Constitution, the vice president becomes president if the president can't complete his term, but it doesn't settle the question of how long that term should last. Nobody knew whether Tyler would be president just long enough to hold another election, whether he would simply serve the remainder of the term started by Harrison, or whether he would serve a full 4-year term starting on the day he was sworn in as president. From the moment he was sworn in, Tyler became a very active president and didn't allow for consideration of an election of another president. He simply decided for himself that he would complete Harrison's 4-year term.
Best Western made booking our family beach vacation a breeze, and it felt a little like... Time to go. Okay, kids, back in the room.
You gotta come on, guys. This has to be like...
Good night. Life's a trip. Make the most of it at Best Western.
This decision already made him unpopular, although it set the standard for how to approach the situation of a president passing away in office, which has happened several times since. Around this time, the vice president was a fairly meaningless job. There were many more coveted positions within the government, particularly the position of Secretary of State, which was seen as a gateway to the presidency. Tyler was selected as Harrison's running mate because he was popular and well-regarded, which helped Harrison win the 1840 election with the slogan, "Tippecanoe and Tyler too." What people didn't realize was that despite the fact that they were both members of the Whig political party, their ideas were very different. Harrison's views aligned perfectly with the other Whigs, whereas Tyler's views contrasted in many areas. The only reason they were both Whigs was because the Whig Party was created in opposition to the 7th president, Andrew Jackson, and both Harrison and Tyler were opposed to Andrew Jackson. Nobody ever thought that Tyler could eventually become the president. As president, John Tyler couldn't satisfy anybody. He didn't satisfy Democrats, which was expected because he himself was a Whig, but he also angered his fellow Whigs because he didn't share many of the views of his own party. The Whig Party wanted to expand the federal government, whereas Tyler was in favor of state rights. He also challenged many of the laws that had been passed by the Whig Party. The Whigs were so frustrated by Tyler that his entire cabinet, with the exception of Secretary of State Daniel Webster, would resign together. He also became the first president to face impeachment proceedings, as many Democrats and Whigs alike moved to get rid of him. The Whigs didn't even nominate him for re-election in 1844, so John Tyler created his own political party so that he could get re-elected, but failed to build any support. John Tyler remained controversial after being president. He joined the Congress of the Confederacy and threw his support behind the South in the Civil War. He helped Virginia leave the United States in an effort to maintain its standing as a slave state. This would cement his legacy as the president who betrayed his party in office and then betrayed his country afterwards. There is one other really interesting fact about John Tyler. He had 15 children, which is more than any other president. He had 8 of those children with his first wife and 7 more with his second wife. His first and last child were born 45 years apart. In fact, Tyler's second wife, who was 30 years younger than him, was younger than 3 of her stepchildren. Would you believe it if I told you that John Tyler has 2 grandsons that are still alive today? That's right! Our 10th president, who was born in the year 1790, has 2 living grandsons. That's pretty amazing stuff. Join Olivia and her dad tomorrow when they get curious about bridges. Until next time, stay curious.
Best Western made booking our family beach vacation a breeze, and it felt a little like... Time to go. Okay, kids, back in the room.
You gotta come on, guys. This has to be like...
Good night. Life's a trip. Make the most of it at Best Western.